So today I'm going to show you how I made these nice VFX swirls, I guess. I don't really know a technical name for them. They're kind of smears. So first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create your textures. Now this is what my texture looks like. Inside Photoshop or Photopea, whatever you use, I've got just made a 1024 canvas, 1024 by 1024 pixels. And I created through a couple of just shapes on there. Sort of like I said, like smears, just sort of like lines. Nothing with sort of too much detail on there. Then I softened the edges by duplicating the layer using a median and a fast motion blur to give it more of a line. Blended them together, and that's my texture. Once you've done that, you are going to need to set up your material. Now this is where the magic of it happens really. So first thing I've done is I've just got a cylinder. So I create a cylinder, chopped the top and the bottom of it off, so you're just left with the ring. And then within that, all I've done is, you can see I've just sort of like pulled it in. So if you like just within edge mode, and then just like shrink it down within like edge mode to like sort of pull them closer together. Obviously if you did it with the whole thing selected, and that sort of gave it a bit of the roundness. Now you might be thinking, hey, why not start with a sphere? You can. We'll come back to that. So once I did that, I duplicated it. And then rotated it 180 and just tweaked the shape a little bit. So the reason I rotated it 180 and tweaked the shape is so that one smear will go one direction, the other smear will go the other direction. Like I say, the reason I start with a cylinder and why you want to do this is you want to get those UVs just right. So the UVs, if I can pop them up, let me just go back into object mode. Edit mode, why aren't my UVs showing up? Okay, one sec. Let's go to wireframe so we can select everything. Cool, okay. Let me bring that UV editor up. All the UVs are just flat UVs, which are just stretched out and put the whole thing. So the reason I like to say I start with a cylinder is because when you start with a cylinder UVs, you get you already sort of get it pre-laid out. All you then do is delete the circle part from the top, delete the circle part from the bottom, get your main body and stretch it out. Obviously, you could have done a cylindrical unwrap, a solid projection, but really that's all you need is your UVs just to be flat out. Once you've done that, bring them both into Unreal or Unity, I guess, it's the same process really, and then create your material. So my material, I did two versions of it. The first version, let me just delete these, we'll just clean up unused. So the first one is quite simple. It's just a panner, and that panner wires into the UVs, and then because it's I created it with a mask on a PNG, we've got this effect. Now I think this one looks quite good because it's got the darkness on it. The other version, like I said, I tried to go a little bit more complicated. I brought in some stars, blended those in on top. So blended there, added a bit of yellow to the stars to give them a bit of a starry-ness, and yeah, tried mixing it together. Ultimately, it's alright. I think I actually prefer the darker version, but yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. So there you go. Those are the two versions, and looking good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply these to my character. So my character does a spin. They will show up for a second, and then that'll be it. It'll go about its business. So just a sort of like quick spin, just to sort of show and hide that. Alright, hopefully you found that useful. Thanks for watching.